Welcome back to the channel. I'm Riley, and today I'm gonna list 10 things that I learned about myself through going to college. So let's begin. The first one is more on the generic side. You've probably heard of it before. I need to leave my hometown to discover more about myself, not figure out who I was, because obviously your past makes up who you are as a person. But when you're independent or more or less independent, that's really the time where you can fully get to know yourself because you don't have dependents to distract you. Two, what you run away from follows you. Trust me. Your problem is that you're like, oh, I'm just going to fly away to a different state, maybe even a different country if I'm feeling really feisty, and I'm not going to have to think about the problems that were there when I was in high school or a kid or whatever. No. No. And you know how I know? Because I tried that. And let me tell you, it was really disappointing when I figured out that the problems that you have in a different place follows you to the next one. Alas, we can't all be Disney princesses and just I actually don't know where I was going with that, but you get what I mean. Imagining it's done. Okay, I'm moving on. On that note, the third one is you're going to discover some issues or vices about yourself that you never realized before. Trauma! We all love it. We love to see it, but we hate when it's there. But yeah, it will be there, and you'll be like, oh, shoot, where did that come from? Also, side note, when that happens, face it, don't hide from it because, again, that will just come back to bite you booty, and you'll be like, well, shoot. Four, if you're not the partying or drinking type, don't do it. I'm not shaming. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shaming the people who like to party. But if you're someone who that's just not your thing, you don't like to party, you don't like to drink, you don't like to go out to bars, don't do it. Because then if you go to a party, you'll wake up the next morning and be like, why was I there? That like felt like nothing to me because it's not your thing. So do your thing. Another side note, this also applies to like trends and clothes and all of that stuff. Like a lot of people, I remember the Owala epidemic when everybody had their Owalas, and I was like, what is going on? Especially the ones with the straw. I'm like, don't those spill? Please. I'm pretty sure they spill. But anyways, and for clothes, like usually people do like this the sweatpants thing. Again, I'm not shaming. If you want to do that, do that. But if you don't want to do that, do whatever you want. Period. Five, you have to fight for what you want. Now, I know that sounds really dramatic, but it applies to classes, beliefs, lifestyle. Because here's the thing, when I was in high school, had this thought about college that when you went to college, you were going to be treated like an adult. And that's not really true. You're kind of treated like a baby who doesn't know what they're doing, like at all. My deepest apologies. My phone ran out of storage because I'm a poor, poor individual. But anyways, what I was saying was fight because once you do graduate college, your baby status is traded for peasant status, and you pretty much have to take swings at everyone and everything to get a job. So, yay, life. Six, this goes for all walks of life, but I really discovered it in college like it was a malevolent little spirit that was haunting me. There's going to be some really good people in your life that are going to be surprising, and there's going to be some really bad or weird people that come into your life that are either going to just ghost you or stab you in the back for no apparent reason. Now, this doesn't apply if like it's a friendship type of thing where you both make a mistake and have to apologize. I mean, there's literally some times where you're going to meet someone and be friends with them, and all of a sudden they're going to treat you like you literally just tried to mug them, and you're going to be like, huh? Don't take it personally. I don't know why people be like that sometimes, but they do. Seven, doing what you're not interested in or what you're not talented at never, ever lasts. There was the times where I would meet someone and I'd be like, "Oh, hey, what are you studying?" And they tell me, and I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, cool. Why are you doing that?" And they'd be like, "I don't know. That's just what I thought I could do, or that's what my parents told me to do." And I'll be like, "Oh, okay." And then they're like, "Oh, yeah, and I don't really. I'm probably not even gonna do that." And I'm like, "Why are you? What? What are you doing then? Why are you here?" And granted, people change their minds and that's completely fine. But if you're doing something that you're either good at, talented at, or you're interested in, you are way more likely to use those skills in the future than just be like, meh, whatever. Eight, don't fight change. You'll often experience that on the other side of change, your life is a lot better than before. This one, I can't really explain it until you experience it. So sorry, but just take my word for it. Nine, I kind of alluded to this a minute ago, but you're allowed to change your mind whenever you want about whatever you want. The pack mentality is real, let me tell you. Just punch it in the face. Don't let people be like, no, or like you feel weird about it, because guess what? If you lose a friend group, you can find another one. So, you know what? And that's just life. And number 10, your pace is your pace, not anybody else's, and your pace is never right or wrong. It's yours. Seriously though, I used to think I was moving slower than everybody else. Some people I knew thought that they were moving faster, and it literally does not matter because you're the only you, so you make your pace. And if you're someone who takes longer to like get out of your shell, I was like that, or you just take longer to do things, or you speed up a process, that's fine. That just plays into your personality. It doesn't say anything about you other than, oh, you have certain tendencies or inclinations to do this type of thing. If you want to get to a certain place in life, you'll reach it. Just do your best and work hard. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you feel so inclined. And yeah, if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. And I'll see you next time. Bye.